Okay, I do believe we're all set to go, so I will give myself the audio check and then we will get started. And there I am. Perfect. Alright. So, we are... I mentioned that we were going to be doing this a couple of days ago, but it's been really hot over the last few days. Like, more so than usual, and I just was not willing to do that while also pretty much being under eternal perspiration, as it were. But I digress, because turns out that the weather earlier this week was the least of my worries. Because I'm now looking for a new job again, because where I have been working for just over a year now is permanently closing its doors. So, gotta see what I can find next, if anything. And now the big question is, how much longer can I hold out as far as streaming is concerned for you guys? Because there's still a lot for me to do in life, and I really hope I still can do it. So, greetings people of the world, Matthias Griffin back with you for the continuation of Let's Play Genshin Impact live here on Twitch. So, let's go ahead, as we are ready to get going here this evening. So, tonight, something that is still happening on a regular basis throughout the course of the game is that we are still seeing these various events that are popping up. These have included things like the imagined arrays, which one of these games is really fun, but the other one is really complicated, and you really have to know what you're doing in order to figure it out in order to get as many rewards as you can, but you do get something out of it. That being a new character named Sethos, which I have done enough to be able to obtain what he makes available. So he is now in my roster. I'll show who else is in my roster as of now. There's also the this gilded chapter, which I have not had the chance to try yet. This is something that has been done before, and I do want to do this again. But I'm gonna... We'll see if I have the time to try some of it later on throughout the day, because it is still like 5 weeks left of this. And then there is the new addition to the game, the Stygian Onslaughts. Yeah, apparently a strange leyline disturbance has once again appeared in Liyue, and so we gotta go on and get it, because the disturbance outbreak asks for 8 days currently. So, Tumult Subduer is the quest. So let's go get the understanding of what the heck is going on.
Yeah. Something's definitely off here. Look at all that spooky smoke around the ley line deposit over there. Could that be where the monsters are coming from?
Yeah, why are the Millelith just standing there and watching it?
Looks like the Millelith have set up camp to deal with this. There's soldiers and fortifications everywhere.
Yeah, but they don't seem to be making any advance on it. That deposit looks familiar, or we best stay on guard, prepare for a fight, but yeah.
Yeah, let's fight side by side with the Millelith and send those monsters packing, just like old times. Then, we can focus on what to do about that weird deposit.
Halt, you two. There's danger up ahead. I'll have to ask you to turn back.
Do you know who you're dealing with?
No, wait. I think I recognize you. Are you Sergeant Traveler?
I wasn't even aware I was a sergeant.
Sergeant? What the heck? Have you been doing night shifts in the Millelith while Paimon's asleep?
Yeah, I could get used to that.
I am Feng Jin, leader of this Millelith platoon. Staff Officer Su Ding has mentioned you before, and had nothing but praise for your extraordinary talents.
Why, thank you.
Our reports also list you as an honorary knight in the Knights of Favonius,
right.
Granted captain-level authority in times of crisis. Therefore, it seems only appropriate to address you as Sergeant. But now that introductions are out of the way, let's get back to business.
All
Please, come with me. We should meet with Lady Yuheng.
Wait, Keqing's here too? Huh. This situation must be more complicated than we thought. So much for solving this with one quick fight.
Seems that way.
Lady Yuheng, as you predicted, the Traveler and his second-in-command are here to see you.
Good work, Feng Jin.
Yeah. Hi there, cat girl. Yeah, we meet again because you are now my main
It's
party.
been a while, you two. I see you're still chasing danger. The news has barely gone out, and here you are, first at the front line as ever.
Yeah. First at the front, but yeah, second to you, actually.
Let me start by giving you a brief background of the situation.
Go ahead.
For many years, this ley line deposit has been very stable. However, for reasons we've not yet determined, it recently became unusually active, which has led to an alarming surge in monster attacks. Worse still, eliminating the monsters seems to have no effect. The ley line disturbance remains, and anyone who comes into contact with it is transported to a strange domain. This is the first time we've seen this sort of anomaly.
Well, I guess we better do something about it, huh?
Yikes! That's really weird. So, somehow, this ley line deposit is turned into a sort of teleport waypoint? And shouldn't you guys be calling from our backup? There's no way a camp this size can withstand an otherworldly invasion.
Please don't worry, Paimon. Our defenses are as stable as can be, and all units are elite officers who have served in the Guili Plains. With their experience, each one of them is easily worth 100 troops. Still, the longer this garrison stays up, the more costly it will be. If we don't find the source of the ley line disturbance soon, we run the risk of depleted resources and troop fatigue. Military action should be taken with precision and prudence. Every attack has to count. A passive defense is always a losing strategy.
Sounds like someone we know.
That makes a lot of sense. Sitting around and waiting for the enemy to attack sounds like it would really suck.
Yes, which is why Yelan has taken a team to infiltrate and investigate the domain. They should be back in a few hours with the intel we need.
Oh, and there she is, but not saying a word. A few hours? I'm sorry, I would have taken my time if I know the Lady Yuhang wanted to catch up with Florian in private.
Ah! Why'd you have to sneak up on us like that, Yelan?
You're back early.
Whoa.
I'm guessing things didn't go according to plan.
Yeah, things not going according to plan as in extreme close-up on the very piercing purple eyes that she has. Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that we now have a rough idea of what's going on. In short, this anomaly is a vestige of a past ley line disturbance. By examining on-site samples and cross-checking them against our war records, I was able to confirm that the ley lines are currently reenacting major historical battles inside the domain. This likely explains the monsters that managed to slip out too. And as for the bad news? Sound familiar? Thought it might. My sources tell me that Mondstadt has experienced a similar phenomenon in the recent past. Fortunately, the situation never spiraled out of control, thanks to a relentless effort by a certain honorary knight and Dark Knight hero to keep the monsters at bay. This eventually depleted all the information stored in the ley line, after which it was returned to normal. Basically, they waged a war of attrition and won.
Well, that explains why the ley line deposit is bright red. There was one just like it back then, too. Big and red and plump. Huh, like a juicy apple ripe for the picking.
But not like a cherry? Tell me more about this honorary knight. Yeah, maybe I do really work on Paimon to sleep, yeah. I see what you're doing, Florian. Making light of the situation signals to the person trying to hire you that if they want to take things seriously, they need to make you a serious offer. But don't worry, we won't disappoint you on that front. Yes, I'm just standing there gloating.
You're starting to lose Paimon a little.
And the bad news, Yelan? Give it to us straight.
Please. Sure. As you've already noticed, this ley line disturbance differs from previous cases in that defeating the monsters here in the outside world will not suffice. So unless we target the deepest recesses of this domain and defeat all of the monsters lurking within, this battle could drag on forever. To complicate things further, there seems to be a strange set of rules that play in the domain. While we were inside, my team and I started to notice that something was working against us, forbidding us from reaching the core. Things went smoothly at first. We were collecting and analyzing items without too much trouble. But once we pushed deeper, the team was overcome with a sudden sense of weakness. They could no longer fight at full strength. Meanwhile, the monsters only got stronger. Some of them even showed traits we never observed before. It got pretty dicey at points. My verdict is, we need to find someone highly resistant to leyline interference who can look into the domain's rules undisturbed. If they let a squad inside, they could figure out how to navigate the environment, then strike at the heart of the domain and quell this leyline disturbance once and for all. I'm the only viable candidate. But yeah, I see what you're doing.
So to summarize, we have two options. The first is to strengthen our defenses, keep fending off the monster attacks, and hope the disturbance dies down in due course. Option 2 is to send the Traveler inside the domain with a team of troops to eliminate the disturbance at the source. Understood. I'll prepare for both courses of action. I'll need to contact Ningguang and request additional funding for our defenses. At the same time, I'll reach out to the Kayang to discuss manpower. We need to get our troops on rotation as soon as possible.
Hey, isn't this the part where you're supposed to tell us to get out there and give them what for?
Is it?
Sorry, but peacekeeping in Liyue is a duty that belongs to the Millelith and the Qixing. It's my role as commander to keep my officers from taking on unnecessary risks. Plus, I don't want you taking this on all by yourself. For reasons both professional and personal.
Personal? Well, you are my main
So if you don't want
party.
to get involved, I won't force you. I'll simply treat this like a long-term training exercise for the Millelith, with several platoons working in rotation to eliminate each wave of monsters. Meanwhile, I'll have scouts keep up the intelligence-gathering work inside the domain. Once we understand it sufficiently well, we can put a strike team together to head in and neutralize the threat. Of course, if you do wish to participate, you'll have my full support and the entire garrison at your disposal.
Thanks.
And once the leyline disturbance has been brought under control, I will review your record and compensate you accordingly.
Thing. For reasons both professional and personal, or as a friend, I must stay and fight.
Paimon too! Whichever way you cut it, we can't sit this one out. We're allies of Liyue. We're the best adventurer duo around, and we're friends of Kuching and Yelan. Plus, we don't need to worry about being shortchanged. Kuching and Yelan will definitely make it worth our time.
That looks like determination to me. I like what I see. All right, here's how we're going to do this. Yelan, tell your team to prepare for another trip into the domain. This time with the Traveler joining them.
Not so fast. I need some time to think this through. The situation at the site is in constant fluctuation, so we can't just go rushing in. We have to time it just right. Florian, take this time to rest up and assemble your A-team, which will include catching. Be ready for anything. This will be a fiercer battle than most. Alright. Enter the domain through the disturbance point. So as we get closer... Now's the perfect time. If we seize this chance, we should be able to go deeper into the domain's core. Of course, that's assuming we can figure out the rules along the way, as well as how to deal with our foes.
Keep your eyes peeled and your blades ready. Be aware of your surroundings at all times, and look out for one another. Remember, whenever the situation takes a turn for the worse, it never hurts to retreat and regroup. Don't go pushing yourselves too hard, all right? With that said, I await your triumphant return.
And a triumphant return you shall have. Yeah, let's hope it is that way.
We'll be back with good news for the both of you.
Alright. So, shall we? We're going in. You must select the difficulty for Stygian Onslaught's challenges. As the difficulty increases, the challenges will start featuring leyline disturbances, which affect combat. Your opponents will also be trickier to deal with, of course. Completing a more difficult challenge will also let you obtain rewards from the difficulties below that one. After you enter a challenge, you must head to 3 separate battlefields and complete 3 time-limited battles. The challenge is considered complete for this difficulty once all opponents in the 3 battlefields are beaten. You can invite teammates to take part in co-op challenges while in co-op mode. When multiple players enter the challenge, your opponent's combat power will change to that of the corresponding co-op difficulty and will not continue to change based on the number of players doing the challenge. Co-op challenge results will be recorded separately and you can check said records at any time. However, only single-player mode challenge records can be displayed. Alright, so yeah, we'll stick with normal. Once I'm allowed to. Normal, advancing, hard, menacing, fearless. Wow. Alright. Pyro has an advantage, water has a disadvantage. Pyro and Dendro have an advantage, water and ice have a disadvantage. And ice has an advantage. Alright. So, let's see how we do. In normal advancing and hard challenges, you can readjust your composition before every battle and there are no character restrictions. In co-op mode, the leader shall select and start the challenge. Press the button on the left side of the minimap to review challenge information. Alright. So yeah, they said that Pyro has an advantage here. So obviously we're getting... Yeah, apparently we also have exalted ones as well. So... Yeah, can't use... Yeah, can't use you. And to round out the roster, we'll go with Navia. Alright. Let the battle begin. 10 minutes to win. Fight.
Transfixed. Watch out!
Wow. Yep, that's normal, alright. Oh, didn't it say I could, Okay, so we cleared that. So, move on to this one. Oh, wait a minute. Can't I do the fight? Okay, why can't I do this other fight? I guess I gotta, yeah, I gotta, actually set it up. Alright. We'll see how far we can take this.
Let's light it up! Hey there!
Don't have any of that, please.
Everybody stand back! Witness my rise! Let's light it up!
Oh, I thought I was on Navia. I thought I was playing on Navia. Alright. Cryo has an advantage here. And there was no specific disadvantage. And let's bring in catching. Yeah, there were no specific disadvantages.
Overruled!
Alright, there it goes. Okay, so... that's cleared out for this difficulty.
sounded dicey. Which major historical battle do you think is being reenacted here? Feels like one where most soldiers would be way out of their depths.
Yeah. Going around Cataclysm?
Ah, hopefully not. Surely not right. Please tell Paimon you're exaggerating.
Ah, you're back.
Yeah, we are. And by the look on your face, I'm guessing that this is the triumphant return after all.
Sure is. But it was really, really scary in there.
You described the battles you fought to catching in Yelan.
Incredible. You did very well to brave all of that and still emerge victorious. Good work.
Yeah, it was nothing. After you entered the domain, there was a sharp drop in stray monsters out here. And although you didn't eliminate the root of the problem, it's plain to see you've weakened the ley line disturbance considerably.
Which means you've weakened the monsters as well. Now any rank-and-file soldiers can comfortably fend them off.
Yeah, or they could enter the domain and get a taste of real danger.
Why do you sound weirdly excited about this? Don't go getting too bloodthirsty.
Oh, I don't know where we're getting this from. Hey Luna, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us.
Oh, one other thing. We received a response from Yujing Terrace. Both the Tianxuan and the Kaiyang have agreed to establish a long-term partnership with the Traveler.
Oh, cool.
Thanks to your tireless efforts, we may even be able to turn this ley line disturbance to our advantage. Moving forward, you'll have the full support of this garrison. While the disturbance remains active, the Millelith will take care of any monsters that escape from the domain, using the opportunity to hone their combat skills. You, of course, are free to enter the domain if you so wish.
Well, that's the idea. We've turned the tables on this situation. What started as a potential crisis is now a major asset to Millelith recruits. Yeah, I'll keep giving it my all.
Oh, that's a big weight off our shoulders. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, ley lines are pretty fascinating things, aren't they? If only there was a way to grab them and shake all the secrets out. Or, who knows? Maybe one day we'll run into some smart cookie who hands us a big thick book called Everything You Always Wanted to Know About Ley Lines.
Alright, so the quest itself is finished. We can keep pressing. Because yeah, we were just at the base difficulty to start out to get a feel for this thing. 150, wow. Yeah, let's try going on advancing difficulty. So yeah, same as before. So yeah, it seems like it is the same enemies as last time. Alright, so yeah, gonna go with these two. I will also throw in Miss Navia. Alright. Looks like I'm increased difficulty.
Propagate!
Already more formidable.
I'm going in!
You got friends.
Attack! That's the way.
Everlasting as the moon!
Well, that was some pretty significant damage.
Coming at ya! Watch out! Hiya!
Not so worried about the little guys.
Let's light it up!
Hey there!
Alright, there we go. Alright. So obviously Traveler. Oops, no, not you there, youngling. Yeah, same as before. Yeah, I wonder why the Pyros have an advantage against the Pyro opponent.
Watch out! Hey there!
Scatter!
I'm kind of confused about that.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Watch out! This is where you fall. Attack! Hey there! Let's light it up!
Propagate!
Almost got it there.
Spring
Alright, now it's looping again.
Everybody stand back!
Stand back indeed. Nice damage there, Bennett.
Watch out!
Oh, Navia! What a crit that was! Wow. That was impressive. Okay, so gotta get you in the party. But this is level 70. Escoffier is still a ways out from getting to that level. Alright, let's try this then.
Overruled! Coming at ya!
Yep.
Watch out! Speed of light! Hey!
Not now.
Oh, actually not there yet.
Don't blink!
Don't be scared.
A proper send-off! From this... Watch out!
Yep.
Everlasting as the moon! Laid bare. We'll cut to the chase. Good?
This is where, yeah, we're gotta... Oh, I can't. I can't because it's cut
The air
off.
is cold.
Hey there! Attack!
This is pretty much the only safe spot I've got.
Not now.
Coming at
Ah,
Speed of light!
it's so hard when you have no safe spot like you do over on the map.
This is just a dream.
Yeah, 'cause you have nowhere to go.
Overruled! Watch out!
Catching, take us
Don't
home.
blink! Hey! With sword comes shadow.
Yeah, that's way harder. That is way harder because you're... Yeah, unlike... Because there's a similar place we can go, but you can't go anywhere. You pretty much have to deal with it. You can take temporary shelter, but not this time around. Not under these conditions. Alright. Oh, I wonder what they were trying to let me know about. What I can do, though, is I am in a situation right now where I can roll for wishes, so... We'll go ahead and buy an Acquaint Fate to get to 10. Oops. No, I want to roll on these. Yeah, roll on the Standard Wish to try and build the Pity more. And right out of the way, a 4-star Favonius Sword, and I think that's all I'm going to get out of this. Oh, we got a duplicate on Goru. Okay. Yeah, you see the 4-star and you immediately think, oh, it's over already. Yeah, still gotta wait a few more days to be able to get 5 of the fates by use of the other types of gems. Yeah, Goru gets the boost this time around. Oh, he's already got 4 boosts. Is the game trying to tell me something? About Fox Man? Alright. Yeah, let's try it on hard now. Everything is at 90 now. So it's right, it's the same as me. This will be interesting. Alright, so same as before. Alright. Merge.
Scatter! Laid bare.
Adventure time. Coming at ya. Hey there.
Oh, it's shooting at me.
A proper send-off from the speed. Teamwork is dreamwork.
So let's see, where am I?
This is where you fall.
Watch out! Watch out! Fire! Well, with rock.
Propagate!
Oh jeez, I almost walked right into that.
Going in!
So, here!
Coming at ya! Coming at ya!
Witness my rise. Laid bare.
That's gonna... Hey there! Hiya! Attack!
Scatter!
I will say this about these challenges lately is
Teamwork
that
is dreamwork!
I think they're starting to hurt my wrists because I have to do so much button mashing on these things.
This is where you fall.
Adventure time!
Propagate!
Oh, you're trying to rain pain down onto my brain.
Coming at ya! Attack!
Transfix! Scatter! Spring forth!
Everybody stand back!
Yeah, stand back is right. Alright, there we go. Got that one. Yeah, how does Pyro have an advantage here? Alright, so party setup. Yeah, same as before. Actually, I'm not sure if I want to do this with Kale, but we'll give it a go. But that way I have 2 Pyros and 2 Dendros.
Propagate!
Let's light it up! Off we go!
Overruled!
It takes a lot to get through this.
Right this on for size.
Everlasting as the moon!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
We've weakened it.
Let's light it up!
Laid bare!
I'm going in!
Just like we rehearsed.
Rehearse.
Hi.
Witness my rise!
roll around here.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah, pretty much pinned Kale there.
Scatter! Teamwork is dreamwork! This is where you fall. Let's light it up!
Run up its arms again.
Everybody stand back!
Just like we rehearsed.
Yeah, come on, we can get it there.
Scatter!
And we did. Oh, hold on. Revitalize the leyline blossom. Alright, with 20 original resin. And I got all these. Alright. Don't know why their names are cut off at the bottom. Yeah, we're not done yet. Yeah, gotta go with the cryo. See, Layla required to be here. Yeah, there's no disadvantage to water. Yeah, let's see what happens when I bring in Xingzhou. Yeah, let's see if it's possible to freeze this thing.
My guiding stars.
No, my sword!
Yeah, that would be a no.
Transfixed!
Coming at ya! Watch out! Watch out!
Yeah, you'll certainly be very durable here.
Well... Time to... Rain cutter!
Witness my rise!
Oh, mine to command.
I can't get underneath. No, I'm not underneath. Because yeah, once it starts going to turbo mode, which is now,
Just a little longer!
Laid bare!
yeah, abandon, abandon. Nope, not gonna be able to get it like that. So yeah, how the heck are you supposed to outrun that? Because I know it says cryo to slow down its momentum, but like I only have the one usable cryo in my party. Because yeah, Layla's at level 90. No one else is even close to that. If I kept working on Escoffier, I can get her to that point, definitely. Where is she currently? 61. Give her 3 more levels. Yeah. And why does she have a Devil's Trident tail? Yeah, that's something I only noticed about her once I started building her up. Why does she have a Devil's Trident for a tail? Did I get everything I wanted to? No, of course not. Because yeah, it wouldn't have counted unless I got all 3 of them. Alright, so obviously I need to go on a run for getting hero's wits and whatnot. way the game's way of telling me, like, get a stocky up more.
Fire! Well, with rocks.
What am I under attack by?
Nowhere to hide.
Alright, get it.
Transfixed.
Coming at ya.
This is where you fall.
Go.
With sword comes shadow.
Everyone's down there? Or somewhere, yeah. Quit hiding.
At ya. Watch out.
Yeah, quit hiding there, Mr. Fancy Hat Man. Alright. Yeah, for those of you wondering what's the new feature that allows you to use your original resin as well to get 3 times the rewards, I have been using that, but obviously I do want to rebuild those up now. So yeah, I am aware of it, and I have been using it to an extent. I'll have to fight the city slime for this.
Hey there.
That's Mr.
Witness
Robot
my
Ruin
rise.
Guard.
Coming at ya. Nowhere to hide. Fire! Well, with
Propagate!
Yeah, pump it.
watch out. Speed of light.
Everlasting as the moon.
Alright, go. And this way. Running into a hilly. I drop down for this one? I guess so. Or do we? Yeah, where are you?
Watch out. Fire! Well, with rock. With sword comes shadow.
Here comes Mr. Big Axe.
Laid bare. This is where you fall.
Germinate! Yeah!
Hey there! Hey there!
Hold on. Yeah, we won't go to overkill on that. Is it going to further north? Alright, go. Take this.
Propagate! Yeah!
Alright, go. Yeah, before we fall into the branches of the trees. Go.
gem.
Ah.
Everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
They're just being bombarded on all sides here.
Scatter!
Hey there! Cut to the chase.
Yeah, do it. Break through those shields.
Hey there! Incoming.
Witness my rise.
Alright, that just needs one.
Watch out! Speed of light.
Laid bare.
Yeah, we're juggling you now.
Hey there!
Yeah, that'll do. Can I have more? No, not for another 18 minutes or so. Alright. So yeah, as you can see, I'm at BP level 26 already for this period. Still got a ways to go for getting some of the available stuff that's can be obtained. I want to see how I'm able to get 1200 dire prestige. Because yeah, I'm doing the exploring the ancient past ruins for the companion keepers. Like, that's really tough. Alright. Oh, Expedition Ward? Okay. Yeah, it would be from the Adventurers Guild. Of course. Hi there, Catherine. How are you?
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Yeah, be from these guys. Doing a great job as always. Alright. So yeah, I've already used those up. Also, I should also mention who else is in my roster who's new. In addition to getting a Scoffier, so in addition to Scoffier, I also got another character. Where are you? Yeah, Stethos we've already shown off. Dahlia is also new to the roster. So yeah, Deacon of the Church of Favonius and the Animo Archons representative within. Yeah, I wonder if Dahlia has always been here or if Dahlia is a more recent addition because, yeah, like it says, she's from Mondstadt, so I imagine she's been here for a long time. Oops, nope. Alright, so yeah, there's also this that we've been doing for a while, so why don't we go ahead and navigate to this one. As soon as we're allowed to. So yeah, let's help out Yansan and the crew. So there he is.
Oh, Tulani and Paimon. Fancy that. I didn't expect to run into you two here.
Oh hey, Coach Yansan! what are you doing here all by yourself? Just so you know, Paimon didn't come here to train. Paimon's not looking to sign up for any diet plan or bodybuilding class right now.
Yeah.
All right, got it. But seriously, what do you take me for? Some coach from hell? I'd never force a student into something they didn't want to do.
Really?
That being said, a little aerobic exercise would probably do you some good. You could take over my patrol for a while. That would count. Yeah, all jokes aside, you're right. I'm looking for some help. The Collective of Plenty is holding a bodybuilding competition soon, and so many people have been busy squeezing in their last-minute workouts that we've run out of staff for patrols.
Okay.
Oh, so you've stepped in to cover their work. But don't you have a last-minute workout to do too?
I'm good. For one thing, I believe peak conditioning can only be achieved through consistent training over a long time span. Cramming in a workout at the last minute does next to nothing for you.
Yeah, basically.
But more pertinently, well, as you can probably imagine, I'm not able to compete in any of the most popular weight classes, and there's no real competition in my own weight class.
I wasn't even aware that there was a change in the actress there, Bubba. But welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, she sounds the same to me as she ever has. What's with that creepy face there, Ian-san?
Oh no, don't look at Paimon like that. We are not the same weight class, and no way is Paimon competing against you. Traveler, let's just help with the patrol, all right? Otherwise, Ian-san's gonna make Paimon enter a bodybuilding competition.
Perfect. I managed to get you on board with just one look.
Yeah, alright, Culture, I'll help you out.
Thank you both. It should be pretty routine. Just keep your eyes peeled and make sure nothing strange is going on in the area.
You got it.
That'll free me up to check the other section. Let's meet back at the settlement when we're both done.
Sure thing, just leave it to us. We're experts at strolling and patrolling, don't you worry.
Alright, let's do it. Yeah, I wasn't even aware that Paimon got a new voice actor. Of course, I do know that some actors have chosen to cop out. Alright, so let's see what we got here. So as we pass through... Oh, I see what they want. I see what they're up to. Oh wow, so strong I took out a torch. Is this part of the patrol? Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. Oh, can't main the state. Alright. They'll say, where specifically am I supposed to go? Maybe we gotta climb. Yeah, like I literally have no clue in regards to that there, Bubba. Oh, really? That's cool there, Luna. Alright, here's the quest area.
What's this? Was there always a cave here?
You call that a cave?
Hey!
Oh, it is a
There's a
cave.
hilichurl here. Is it sleeping? Doesn't look very hostile. Why is it hiding away here?
Guess we're finding out.
Ah! You woke it up!
Uh-oh.
Huh? It ran away. Oh, yes, our reputation in Natland is more fearsome than we thought. Even hilichurls don't want to mess with us now.
So what did it leave behind?
You mean that shiny thing? Huh. Must have dropped it as it ran off. Huh. Paimon bets that hilichurl thought it was a priceless treasure. It was probably planning to hide it here for safekeeping. Until we showed up. Let Paimon take a look. Hilichurls aren't the brightest, so it might not be worth much, but still.
Oh, I noticed this thing. I recognize it.
What is it? You look so serious all of a sudden. Isn't this just a regular old key? The style is unusual, though. Doesn't look Natlanese. Where do you think it's from?
The key to the hibernation chamber on the spaceship?
What do you mean? What hibernation chamber? What spaceship? Wait, you mean the spaceship? The one that brought you to Tibet?
Oh, wow, what?
So, how did that key show up here? Are you sure you didn't just drop
I
it?
guess I still have mine?
Whoa! Yeah! These look identical! So, if one of them's yours, does that mean the other one is...
Yeah.
Knew it! Huh! The keys to a spaceship! Huh! Somehow that really rams home the fact that you really are an actual alien! Oh, wait, no. Descender.
Wow.
But anyway, now we know where it came from. The question is, how did it get here? The simplest explanation is that your sister lost her key somewhere not far from here. Then that hilichurl found it and ducked into the nearest cave to hide it. If that's true, it means your sister was here recently.
And the Abyss Order was here as well?
Yeah. Man, this is so crazy. We only agreed to help with the Ansan's patrol on a whim. And now we've made this bombshell discovery and found a huge lead on your sister. Should we keep following this trail while it's hot? Or do you think we should check back in with the Ansan?
Ah, there you
Well,
are. Looks
that
like you
answers
went
that.
the extra mile today. Thanks for being so diligent.
Oh, hey, Ian-san, what's up? Didn't think we'd see you again till we headed back to the settlement. We were actually just about to go meet up with you. We've made a huge discovery today.
I came here to let you know that you don't need to keep patrolling anymore. The bodybuilding competition has just been canceled, so the usual squad will be resuming their normal duties. They'll be here to take over shortly.
All that for nothing.
Wait, canceled? Why? What happened?
The Abyss Order attacked.
Oh.
Huh?
Didn't expect our suspicions to be confirmed so quickly, apparently. Sounds like Lumine is on the move again. I'll find a way to speak with her in person this time. I have to!
I've heard of the Abyss Order, but this is the first time I've known them to take organized action on such a large scale. It's like they're preparing to go to war against our entire nation.
Again?
One little sect versus the entire nation of war? How are they expecting to pull that off? Based on everything we've seen from them so far, they usually prefer to act in the shadows. So, what's different about it this time? What could they be after?
I don't know. What are you talking about there, Bubba?
No clue. All we know is that they've attacked our tribe, but that doesn't tell us much. Our defenses are holding strong so far, so I'm gonna head to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and see what Malika knows. If there's any information out there, she's the one people report to. Oh, want to come with me? I'm sure everyone will feel better knowing that the hero of Natlan is on the case.
Sure thing.
Great, then let's head over together.
Alright. Started Chapter 5, Act 6. Alright. Yeah, we know where this is. And let's see what the Pyro Archon has to say.
Malika!
Oh?
Great timing, Eon-san. I was just about to send someone for you. And it's good to see the travelers with you.
How are things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers?
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same time. Clearly, this is a coordinated strike. Also, their numbers are much higher than expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it.
It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us. What are they trying to achieve?
That's what I'd like to know as well. Historically, Natlan has not been a hotbed of Abyss Order activity, and we have no particular quarrel with them.
Could it be revenge, perhaps? Would they want to get back at us for a recent victory over the Abyss?
Oh, seems unlikely. But then again, Paimon wouldn't put anything past the Abyss Order.
It's too early to say anything definite. For the time being, we should continue monitoring the situation.
How are the battles going? Not too many casualties, hopefully.
Well, even if they're committing all their forces to the fight, they're in for a tough time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from an all-out fight against the Abyss itself.
Yep. We have a whole nation's worth of seasoned veterans fighting for us.
Compared to the true Abyss, the Abyss Order poses a far smaller threat. They cannot endlessly replenish their forces, for starters. However, this is still a war, so we must give it our all and do our utmost to minimize casualties. The tribes are organizing their defenses as we speak. Traveler, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own. If you wish to stay out of it, you'll be safe here at the stadium with me.
You know I can't do that. Yeah, because...
Oh? In what way?
Yeah, let me tell you why. The current leader of the Abyss Order is my sister.
Yep, that's how it is.
Yeah, we're having a family spat.
I see. My goodness, that is very personal indeed. If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what her goal could be?
Yeah, we don't know either.
Safe to say, they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment. Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, he's been trying to track his sister down and get some answers. But she's been avoiding him.
I see. So you two have fallen out. Huh. A pretty common occurrence between siblings.
Well, yeah, that may be. But the stakes are a little higher where these two are involved.
To put it lightly.
They certainly are. Although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world. Just so I'm clear, you're still on Natlan's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were about to be thrust into an impossible position. Our reports say that the Abyss Order has focused most of their efforts against the Masters of the Nightwind. If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend going there to lend them a hand.
Okay.
I'll join you. Right now, the Collective of Plenty isn't facing a serious threat, so we should support the other tribes.
Many thanks, you two. Anything you need, send word to me right away.
You got it. Alright, let's go. Masters of the Night Wind. Alright, let's see what's going on over here. Take a little mint along the way. See some cuckoo sores. Oh, and run head first in the cutscene.
Look, it's Eulalie.
Huh. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you here to reinforce
I
us?
guess so.
How are things looking? Mawika told us to come here.
Oh, the situation must be pretty dire if it's managed to get Lolly out of the house.
Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. It's mostly just irritating. I heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes. What are they trying to imply? They just think we're pushovers or something? The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I couldn't exactly concentrate on my novel after that, so... Well, here I am.
So, that's how they earned the ire of Granny Eatsley, huh?
Yeah.
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes? Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
Hey, she's saying your sister has poor taste.
If I were her, I would change that name long ago.
Wait, what? Are you saying his sister is a member of the Abyss Order?
Oops.
I only said that because I was mad. But maybe I went too far.
I don't feel that way.
Hey, let's save the chat for
Meanwhile-
later. We've got some enemies incoming.
Good. A much-needed chance to vent my frustration. Not a moment too soon. Things were getting awkward there. Luckily, I'll never have to find out just how badly the rest of that conversation was gonna go.
Sometimes you talk too much, Sweet Lolly.
You didn't have to say that last part out loud, Sweet Lolly.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Let's get him.
Get to work!
Yeah, why do we start cracking stuff?
Transfixed. Everlasting
Including
as the
skulls.
moon.
Coming at ya! Haha! A proper send-off! From the Spino, nowhere to hide.
Yeah, let's see what we
Show
can
no
do with
mercy!
this.
Germinate!
I'll only pull the trigger if I need to.
Coming at ya!
Looks like I'll need to.
Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh!
Witness my rise.
And there we go.
Phew.
That was quite a combo.
Much better. That's more like it.
Ooh, impressive work, Granny Eatsley. If I'd known you were on the case already, I might have reconsidered whether your tribe really needed reinforcements.
If anyone should be reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order. They picked the wrong target this time.
Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold. Why don't we press our advantage and destroy their base? They won't know what hit them.
Hey, was there a battle here just now? Need any
Yeah,
help?
too late.
The warriors from the Masters of the Nightwind are here!
The battle against the Abyss is still fresh on our minds, so everyone's used to working together. Well, morale's high and everyone's here. Let's go take down that stronghold.
Let's do it then. Oh, we're still going.
Hey there!
I had no idea that we would be picking another fighter right away.
Cut to the chase. Attack! That's the way. Cha!
Where are they? Oh, over here.
Forward! Crush them!
Which way is forward, though? Yeah, hopefully you guys know. It's this way, apparently. Candlelight, dark light candlesticks created by believers in the abyss and chaos will constantly absorb nearby characters' elemental energy and convert it into void wards. Destroy them as quickly as possible to retrieve the converted elemental energy.
What is that thing? It's like it's draining the strength right from my body. Find a way to destroy it.
Oh, I thought I had it.
Incoming. With sword comes shadow. The Abyss Order's resistance is faltering. Now's our chance.
I'll show you how to strip me of my power.
Hey there! Coming at ya! Fire!
You two!
Yeah, take this.
Time to end them!
Watch out! Cha!
Oh, not quite.
Propagate!
Cut to the chase! Warriors! Attack! After them!
Alright, this time I know where we're going. Alright, next.
laid bare.
Sha! With sword comes shadow. Get to work. You must be
Get
the
a little
boss
spray
here.
going.
Time to show you what happens when you mess with the masters of the Night Wind.
All who resist the abyss will pay the price!
Oh, I guess that price will be paid by you then, and also you're on my side.
I'm coming at you!
Speed of light. Cut to the chase.
You got a lot of work to get to that shield.
That's the way.
Germinate! Propagate!
Transfixed.
Show no mercy.
Everlasting as the moon.
I have no idea what I'm hitting, I just know I'm hitting it.
This stronghold is neutralized. Good work, everyone.
Huh. The Abyss Order's all bark and no bite.
To be honest, this was anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology at the very
Really?
least. And ideally, a whole speech acknowledging the superior might of the Masters of the Night Wind. Well, whatever. I'll just have to make up for it with some extra wine at the victory feast.
With the stronghold cleared, this area should be safe for the time being. But still, something tells me we can't afford to let our guard down yet. Maybe it's just me, but an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all costs. The fighting gets more and more intense right till the bitter end. But this time was different. With a few exceptions, most of the enemies here gave up and fled the moment that... well, I don't know, but it seemed like they sensed something.
What would that be?
Huh? Not sure I follow. They did a tactical retreat, that's all. It's just a different strategy.
I'm not convinced. Don't forget, they're radicals who chose to wage war on an entire nation. They don't do things in half measures. It seems out of character to cut their losses and run like that.
So you're saying there's more to this than meets the eye?
I guess.
I'm saying we don't know enough to be sure of anything at this stage. So let's stay alert and keep our defenses at the ready.
So we're no wiser as to the Abyss Order's objective back to square one. If I could only get Lumine to talk to me, I could get answers for all of us. Yeah, I guess back to the collective plenty.
Paimon had a hunch you might say that. But you're right. If we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe we can end this war before things get serious. And maybe you can finally get some answers.
Wait, you're leaving? But I was still debating whether to invite you to the first victory feast.
First.
Go ahead, you two. See, Lolly and I will take care of things here.
Thanks, Darien-san. Alright. Turn the nearby key to investigate. Before we... Okay, so yeah, it's just 109 from here. Alright. Let's get back up there. Already got the yawns kicking in already. Yeah, I did not sleep well last night, if for no other reason than, of course, knowing about what happened with my job certainly didn't help, but there was another reason altogether, which I'll explain after this cutscene.
And we're back where we started. That Hilichurl probably found the key nearby, right? Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. Beyond-san and St. Lolly are waiting for us. Ugh. We've scoured the entire area, but still nothing. How the heck did the key end up in that Hilichurl's hands?
Who can say?
Are we supposed to believe that it just fell out of your sister's pocket as she passed by? Seems kind of ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way. But then again, who knows? Sometimes in life, things just go missing and that's that.
Oh, I do see someone approaching. In blue.
Oh, thank goodness! Someone's here. Please help me.
Who might you be?
Huh? Who are you? What happened?
Apparently you know who I am.
No, now isn't the time.
Well, I guess I have gained my reputation as Hermione.
Please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
Yeah, where are they?
Yeah, where are they? Paimon doesn't see any monsters behind you.
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
We're not. We're completely serious. We don't see any monsters.
But how? Ugh, there's no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
Where do you intend to run to? Yeah.
What's wrong with that girl? She must be seeing things.
Yeah, clearly hallucinating. Yeah, now what?
Oh no! It looks like something really hit her. Maybe she was right. Quick, let's see if she's okay.
Yeah, like what happened?
What's wrong? Are you hurt? What was that?
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
Yeah, let me help you up first. Yeah, let me be a gentleman. But then as I do... Oh, now I can see them as well. All I had to do was just hold out my hand to you. I wanna hold your hand.
Huh? Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. I nearly kicked the bucket just now.
I'll apologize.
Great! Thank you, Savior.
Savior?
Yeah, leave this to me, Paimon. Don't worry. We got this.
Incoming.
Scatter! Laid bare.
Yeah, I didn't get much sleep last night. Not only for the fact that my real world issues were a problem, but also that I had a really bizarre nightmare where a child was trying to kill me by using a gun. So now that we've taken care of them.
You done? Paimon still can't see anything, so she can't tell. It just looked like you were slicing at thin air. Kind of funny, actually.
Yeah, I could see them once I held her hand. Will this lead to a summation of some sort?
Really?
Young lady? Let's try one more time. I want to make sure that I got them all.
Sure.
So let's hold hands again. Yeah, now what?
It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. No need for you to check.
You sure?
I didn't think much of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy, that's all.
You're not alone on that.
Huh? Have you never shaken hands with someone before? You sure get flustered easily.
Well, anyway, I haven't had the chance to introduce myself yet. I'm Deirdith. Thanks for, saving me just now. I'm really grateful for your help.
You're welcome.
No worries. Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. With him around, you'll be safe from any monsters. As long as they're visible. So, what was the deal with those monsters just now, anyway?
Your guess is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were making fun of me.
Whoa! That must have been scary. The idea
Whoa,
that we'd
okay.
stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters?
Yeah, that would have made us do something more monstrous than the monsters.
Don't worry, we aren't like that. When we say we can't see something, it's because we really can't see it. But more importantly, did the monsters hurt you? How bad is it?
It's nothing serious. But I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be doing any more running for a while.
Yeah, let me point you to the cave.
Good idea. We'll take you.
See, I will let her get the recuperation that she needs.
Thank you so much. Despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you around. I'm gonna stay here until I heal up. Don't want to risk running into any more monsters.
Yeah, you already took a big enough risk coming out here all on your own. So, where are you from, Deirdith?
A small village, far away from here. I walked for what seemed like forever and lost my way, so... Yeah, I have no idea where I am anymore.
Yeah, it seems like she's from, Sumeru.
Maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the savior is gonna be easy.
Huh. That's the second time you called the traveler a savior. What's all that about?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off guard. The resemblance is so uncanny. Anyway, let me start from the beginning.
Please.
There was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient. The sage said that doomsday was coming. But as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us. The day of disaster is almost upon us, so my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find the savior before it's too late.
Doomsday?
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
I've heard people talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. The description is practically etched into my mind. So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image that's existed in my mind's eye all these years suddenly came to life. Everything matched.
Oh, so that's why you were lost for words when you first saw him. Well, the Traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior. And he's already got a ton of titles, so he won't mind one extra.
Yeah, but why am I just staring off into space, though?
Actually, I don't think it's him.
Oh, suddenly you don't?
What? But didn't you say that everything matched?
Everything except the gender.
What?
The savior was described as a young woman.
Let me guess. If you play as Lumine, this line is switched to described as a young man, right?
Oh, for goodness sake. There are gender requirements to be a savior? Really?
Yeah, is it Lumine?
Oh, of course. If it's not you, then it's gotta be her.
Who? Who is it?
Yeah, I think I know who you're referring to.
You have a sister? Well, then that's it. Oh, it's her. It has to be. Oh, thank goodness. Please, can you take me to see her?
If only we knew where she was. Yeah, how do we break it to her?
Huh. Maybe, if you're lucky. It just depends if we can find her.
Huh? But isn't she your sister?
True, but she's very hard to find.
Sorry. Looks like Paimon steered this conversation back to the fallout between you two. It wasn't on purpose, but that's the reality, so it's hard to avoid.
Okay, fair enough. But since you're looking for her anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together.
Have you always believed that Doomsday will come or if the Savior will come?
Yes. Everyone says that the disaster is inevitable.
Yeah, with those fiery images.
But the Savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the Savior.
Do you really buy this whole doomsday thing? Seems kind of far-fetched.
I don't know. She spoke with conviction. I don't think she's lying. Maybe it's another lost bird by the Abyss Order. Yeah, we're just trying to figure her out. Blushing and all. Yeah, she's blushing.
See? She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience. Time to press her for answers. What's wrong, Deirdis? Something's clearly bothering you. You want to tell us what's going through your mind?
Oh, I just... how should I put it? The Traveler looks just like the Savior of my dreams.
But you've already determined that it's the sister.
And it's not every day that the Savior of your dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of crisis. So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds of unbroken eye contact is the limit. I don't think my mind and body can handle any more than that.
What do you mean, limit? What happens after 3 seconds?
She blows up. How am I supposed to respond to that?
I'm sorry. Please forget that I said anything. Let's just leave it there for now. Like I said, I'm going to hide here until I feel well enough to move again. if you manage to find the Savior in the meantime, please come and let me know. Thank you.
Are you sure you'll be okay here on your own? Do you have enough to eat?
I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden.
Indeed.
And if I get hungry, I'm sure I'll find something around here. Don't worry about that.
All right then. Well, take care. Being on your own isn't easy.
No, it's not.
What a mysterious girl. We should definitely keep an eye on her. But hey, at least she seems to like you. And it sounds like she's gonna help look for your sister when she's healed. Anyway, this is probably all the progress we're gonna make for now. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind and see if they need our help.
Alright. Alright, let's go back to them. Alright, conveniently next to the Statue of the Seven, which I will run over here to touch. I forget, do I have any more to offer? No. Alright, Masters of the Night Wind, let's see what you make of this situation. Let's find out.
Oh, you're back. How did it go? Find anything?
We did, actually.
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. But we had the weirdest experience.
So I take it that the war's still on?
Yeah.
That's okay. I just wasn't sure, because things seemed to be at a standstill while you were gone. The Abyss Order hasn't attacked us. And since we don't know what they're planning, we haven't made a move either.
Yeah, plus you don't know where to specifically find them, right?
In a word, it's a stalemate. The guards have been keeping watch around the clock, but for everyone else, you wouldn't even know we're at war.
Huh. Really makes you wonder what the Abyss Order's thinking.
I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guards? They've been working a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd appreciate a visit from the greatest hero of our time.
I guess they would.
Oh, but you're a great hero too, Ian-san.
This is technically my sibling's fault.
Great. Thanks, you two.
Okay. Back to the forward sentries, including Sutura.
Wow, Tumaini, our hero. We've actually fought together before. You probably don't remember it, though.
Yeah, probably. Also, I was expecting a little more enthusiasm.
You do? Then it's truly an honor to serve alongside you once more.
Thank you for standing guard this whole time.
It's all good. Honestly, it's not been that much work. Haven't heard a peep from the enemy. Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but they weren't acting hostile, just hanging around. There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Maybe it's part of their religion or something. Out of an abundance of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe to take a look and see if there was anything nefarious at work. But they didn't sense anything untoward, so we just put it down to religious ceremony and left them to it.
Huh. Interesting. Oh well, the more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
Indeed.
Well, the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as I'm concerned, so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities they want. Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us.
Huh. Sounds like morale is pretty high. Guess there's strength and confidence in numbers. Let's keep going, Traveler.
Alright.
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll show up soon.
And then the other forward sentry is over here.
Huh? Is that Tumaini?
It is.
What brings you here? Is this, like, a meet and greet?
Yeah, and thank you for showing some enthusiasm.
I wasn't... I'm so nervous.
Wow. Fanboy.
Hey, come on! You'd march to war without so much as blinking. What's so scary about a chat with a Traveler, huh?
It's not the same thing at all. There are plenty of chances to go to war. But a one-on-one chat with our great hero? that could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you had the heart pop up there.
How can I not be nervous? What if I say something wrong? Or if my posture's bad? Or if I accidentally make a weird expression with my face? One bad impression can stick for life.
No one's here to judge you on your posture or your facial expressions. Relax.
Don't do it.
All right then. I'm sorry, great hero, but I have a small favor to ask.
Sure.
What Paimon guess? An autograph, right? That's easy.
I don't think so.
May I challenge you to a fight?
Oh, what?
What? How can you be so audacious and so sheepish at the same time? Huh. Paimon's starting to think your nervousness is all just an act.
Oh.
No, of course not. I just figured that if I don't ask now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. But I am still on patrol, so please, Great Paimon, if you wouldn't mind taking over for me for just a few minutes?
Ugh, again with the sheepish audacity. Just pick one or the other, will you?
Yeah, I think it's a fair request. Yeah, calm down, boy. Oh, we're just going bare-fisted or something? Well, there you go.
Obviously, I never expected to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great the gulf was between us. I'll be bragging about the day I got to spar with Tumaini for the rest of my life. Today's really my lucky day.
Oh, Paimon can't keep up with you.
Hey, you are a
Your
weirdo.
tone's changed all over again. Now you've had a spar with the Traveler. What gives?
Well, some people connect through conversation, but we warriors bond by sparring. And now that I've had a bout with the hero, we're no longer strangers. Nothing to be nervous about anymore.
Okay. Well, to each their own. But Paimon's still gonna stick to conversation.
Yeah. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary? Other than
Not
your
at all.
behavior?
We haven't spotted any new enemy movements.
Ugh.
As Paimon expected, nothing here either. Let's do another lap and get back to Yan-san.
Indeed, we should.
You're back. So, did the guards find anything?
Nothing much, no. Someone mentioned that the Abyss Order has been doing some kind of meditation or prayer, but apparently it seemed harmless. Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His name's Kentaro.
Yeah. You ignore problem. Mine wasn't a problem.
Traveler? You're back already? And no one thought to wake me up, huh?
I don't know.
In fairness, you look pretty hungover. Can't imagine anyone wanting to wake you up in that state.
I'll have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover. Okay. I'll
Sounds
admit
like a
that
Seth
sounds
Rogen
strange at
line.
face value, but regardless, what I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation.
Oh?
Yeah, that's right. Does it mean anything to you, Siglali?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Yeah, what does it mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still, it's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
Other than the guy who tried to duel us?
Oh. So even someone as familiar with the ley lines as you can't tell what's going on. No wonder the shamans that Satura called to the front lines couldn't sense anything.
Ian-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs. There's no point dragging this out. We need to take the initiative and drive the Abyss Order out of Natland for good.
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. But it will still take us some time to gather the required force.
Yeah, more than likely.
In war, adequate planning and preparation is the key to victory.
Sure. But the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs.
Oh, since you're here?
Oh? Sure. What is it?
Yeah. Have you heard of monsters that are only visible to certain people?
Huh, you mean only select individuals can see them? Now that's a strange one. I guess they could be manifestations of a disturbed psyche? Or extreme negativity embodied in physical form? It could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple. Things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls. For starters, trying to figure out which classification system to use is a real pain in the...
All right, we get it. Granny Eatsley's learning and wisdom knows no bounds. But could we just get the short answer?
Yeah, abridged version, please.
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. You really think I was just trying to flaunt my knowledge? Anyway, the short answer is... there are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe. That said, it's not something I've ever encountered in all my years.
Oh, really?
Whew, wow. Okay. Well, if Granny Eatsley's never seen it, it might as well not exist, right?
Well, whoa.
Hey, I'm not that old!
It's hard to say what it was for sure.
Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious.
Yeah, we saw them what happened. Will the ghost still be there, though?
Really? You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? That sounds a little contrived.
Ow.
Huh? That's the part that bothers you?
Face palming.
Maybe the point is more that it requires direct physical contact, whether that be hand-holding or otherwise. But that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is, it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior. That really makes me question whose side this girl is on, and whether what she told you about her background is actually the truth. Sorry if that comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle of a war.
Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair point.
Whoever this girl is, she sounds like bad news.
Okay, well, you're clearly just jumping to conclusions.
Some kind of spy or some kind of weapon.
It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere, sees monsters that no one else can, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her savior. At the very least, we should remain vigilant. Keep a close watch on her.
Good idea.
Sounds sensible. On that note, we probably shouldn't have left her by herself in that cave.
Traveler, we still need some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's settled then. Let's go check on her.
Alright, back we go then. You know, we're definitely zigzagging right now. Hopefully I don't burn myself with the torches. Alright, let's climb a little. Alright, so I'm guessing she won't be there.
Here we are. Deirdre will still be here, right? Oh, it's so quiet though. Uh-oh. What if Yansan was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all.
Let's stay quiet and moving carefully. Alright. There she is. Uh-oh.
Traveler, watch out!
Wow. I'm pretty strong with one arm. Shoot, maybe Deirdre really is a...
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I didn't know it was you. I heard a noise and I thought it was the monsters coming to get me. Oh, did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight.
Phew. That was scary. Paimon thought we'd walked into a trap. Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known we weren't monsters.
To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second, the monsters are gonna come back and get me. And it's not like I can run from them.
No, I guess not.
There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved to death.
We probably won't go that far.
Huh. That's weirdly precise. Though, it does explain why your attack on the Traveler was so weak. Wait, if you really thought you were gonna starve or get killed by monsters, why'd you promise that you'd be okay here on your own?
I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero. He already saved my life once. That's more than enough. I just don't want to come across as a constant burden.
Aw.
Huh. For someone on the brink of starvation, you're pretty preoccupied with your image. What's the real
Yeah,
reason?
so much face palming.
What? That is the real reason. I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know?
Should we just be an injured civilian?
Anyway, so, could you make me some food now?
Aw, come on. You're unbelievable, or sure, I know the only recipe. It only takes an hour and a half!
Oh, Paimon's getting hungry now, too. Go on, then. You can join us for dinner.
Yeah, so some time passes. And then it becomes nighttime.
Whew. I am so full. Thanks for saving me, again. Starvation feels like a distant memory now.
No trouble at all.
Huh. You can really pack it away, Deirdith. Guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
Oh, what?
I tried so hard to hold back, but it looks like I still came across like a total glutton.
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really pretty.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you both that I'm able to relax and enjoy it. I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone. Now, I'm finally out. The air seems fresher, and the stars more beautiful than ever before.
You weren't in there that long.
When I was young, I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars. And often, my mind would drift to this question. Is this starry sky actually real?
It sure is. Why would she think that? Does she know about the false sky?
But my grandma would tell me the answer to that question doesn't really matter. Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here, she'd say. To them, that little village is their whole world. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath this sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world. And that sky is real to us.
Paimon kinda gets you, but also not really. Is it kind of like how journeying with the Traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
Seems kind of right, but also not really.
I really treasured my world for a really long time. The village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories I always loved to hear about the Savior, but I could never bring myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders.
Yeah! Go you!
So, I finally ventured out and set off on my journey to find the Savior. I'm going to make my world bigger, one step at a time. And I'm not going to stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars. Maybe then, I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child. Who knows? Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world.
Yeah, one day. Oh, if only we could tell her. But it's probably best not to open that can of worms right now.
Sure.
I need to find the Savior and protect my world. Then, I can make sure it continues to grow. That's the most worthwhile thing I could think of doing. So I've been giving it everything I've got.
You know what? That's pretty cool. Paimon kinda wants to root for you now.
Sorry. I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hearty meal. Just like my grandma.
The more we chat, the more I'm convinced that she's not a bad person. And it doesn't sound like she's been brainwashed by the Abyss Order. Maybe we can afford to trust her.
Hold on. Shh. It's them. The monsters are back.
Where? Oh, still invisible, huh?
Yeah, I guess we gotta try that trick again. Yeah, take my hand. Take my hand and I'll save you.
Can you see them now?
Can we? And yes. I got this. The cave is safe, don't worry. And somehow I briefly pulled out Geo?
Oh, Paimon still can't see anything. But please, be careful.
Oh, I didn't know I was capable of doing brief changes in
Speed of light.
elemental affinity.
Overruled. This is where you fall.
With sword comes shadow.
Watch out! Ha, coming at ya!
Alright, where is the next one? And this way. Oh crap, it's trying to break in! It's trying to break in! Yeah, no wonder I briefly changed to Geo.
Scatter!
Get it.
Witness my
Come
wrath.
on, get it.
Watch out! Hey there!
I was about to say, where did you go?
Cut to the chase.
Transfixed.
Oh, put it away.
Proper send-off from the Spina with love. Watch out!
Alright, there we go. Oh, we're not done. More are still coming. Now we got one that requires a meter to be charged.
Spring forth!
Everlasting as the moon.
Speed of light. Watch out!
With sword comes shadow.
Attack!
Overruled.
Almost there. Almost there, got it.
Huh? Wow, that was fast. Did you get all of them?
I guess so.
Paimon's slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air. You doing all right, Deirdith? Deirdith? Hey, it's okay. There's nothing to be scared of anymore.
Oh, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment.
You spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances.
I was just... the image of the Traveler fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do.
All right. Whatever floats your boat.
I guess.
Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area, and it's getting late. Why don't you stay here tonight?
Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
Yeah, just in case any more monsters come. I'm personally satisfied that Deirdith isn't a threat, but it can't hurt to monitor for another night. Sure. Look at that
Alright.
smile.
Deirdith will be... Huh? Deirdith? Why are you going in alone?
You set the hibernation chamber deep in your hands and relax into a deep sleep. Soon a vivid dream fills your mind. Oh, well, yeah, now where are we? Yeah, we're in the Night Kingdom somehow. And there's Lumine. Trying to mess with my stuff. And she's holding a flower. Is this your offering? Yeah. What are they two doing here? Alright, come on. My head hurts. No. 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 Yeah, the headache is gone, but now, so is she. I think I hear a voice in the darkness.
Doomsday. A fitting name indeed. A blood-red sky. Wild beasts that slaughter all in sight. Endless pain. A terrible curse that cannot be reversed. And the birth of a savior.
I was like, dude, come on. Well, at least it's a better dream than I had last night, but yeah. I'm somehow holding her hand.
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to,
Was she holding my hand?
You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare. I thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing. At least, that's what my family always did when I had nightmares. But it didn't seem to work on you. In fact, I think I made it even worse. I'm so sorry.
Oh, is that right? Huh. You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the Traveler.
What? Don't be so... I have more self-control than that.
Do you?
Self-control? What does that have to do with it?
Yeah, I still can't remember anything. What did I see in my dream just now? I saw Lumine in the Night Kingdom at the very start of the dream, but can't remember what happened after that. If the memory is gone, I can't force myself to remember it. I can go back to sleep.
Ugh. No way is Paimon getting back to sleep after this. You go ahead. But for the rest of the night, Paimon is staying up to keep an eye on this young lady.
With that very creepy face.
Oh, do I really seem that shady to you?
Hard to say. And so, the next morning.
Well, Deirdith, there should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishable stuff first, so nothing goes to waste. You can't tell which stuff is perishable, right?
Yeah, I can tell from the ingredients. Thank you so much for making all this for me. 3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey to find the Savior.
All right, then we'll be off. Bye for now, Deirdith.
See you? Wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again? Oh, I mean, what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you know?
Ah, that's a good point.
It is.
We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so we've got no fixed address. How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mawika. She'll be able to find us for sure.
Mawika? Who's Mawika?
Oh, the lady in charge. Meanwhile...
It's the Abyss Order! They're here! But it doesn't look like they're marching to war. More like they're... running away?
From
Where?
what?
What are you talking about?
Oh, wait a minute. She can't see the Abyss Order, but Paimon can't see the monsters.
A bunch of Abyss Order thugs! You don't see them? They're heading right this way!
Yeah, wait a second.
That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters.
Yeah, the try and tested method? Yeah, it's your turn.
You're right. I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like.
What a weird situation. What is making these monsters invisible? Is it Deirdith? Or the monsters themselves? Or is it us?
Who knows?
Well, might as well mow these ones down, just so they can't pose a threat to the tribes.
I guess we could. Hi. Nothing personal.
Woohoo! All done! Their morale seems super low. Guess they really were on the run, huh?
So there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand?
Yeah, I'm as baffled as you are. The plot thickens. Turns out there are also monsters which I can see but Deirdre can't.
So, any ideas on why those monsters might have been running away? Maybe something went down on the front line. Oh, Paimon's getting a little worried about Eon-san and the others. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind right away. We gotta go. Bye for now, Deirdre.
See ya, and please take care.
So yeah, the quest is completed. So yeah, I can definitely move on to doing this, but we're at 2 hours now, so we're gonna go ahead and call the stream here. So yeah, lots of stuff happened here in the second hour, to say the least. So we definitely have more stuff to look forward to when I join you guys again tomorrow night. And then I do have my next game, my new Let's Play in mind, but I'm not sure whether or not I want to use PS1 or if I want to get a different emulator and play a different game altogether. Because I was thinking about one recently and thought to myself, oh, that would be good to play, because it's a game I've never played before, unlike Lunar and the Gaia, both of which I have previously played. But we'll think about it, I'll think about it, and hopefully by the time the weekend comes, I'll have an answer for you. But in the meantime, please guys, keep me in your thoughts as I'm trying to find a new job hopefully soon, because my contract at my current job closes in 3 weeks when my job's place shuts down for good. So please keep me in your thoughts. Let people know that I can always use the moral support whenever possible. If you can, it would be greatly appreciated. So I will see you guys tomorrow night, and we will continue on with this quest and see how else we can help Deirdre and why I can see some of the things that she can't, and vice versa, and we'll go from there. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Genshin Impact live here on Twitch. So thanks everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, may you ever walk in the light of the crystal.